Okay, turning this over, we have a piece of light ply. It's the bottom cover of the plane, of the fuselage. You might remember when I said that this doubler left an 1/8 inch at the bottom of the balsa here. It did not fit square with that. Fit square on the front, fit square along the side. It left a little place there, and that's to allow this piece to go in and be glued. Another thing it calls for to do is to take some of this 1/4 inch square. It says to cut the pieces to the length of the rear fuselage tray and glue in place. Then it says to cut out and put one on each side. But then it says to cut out for these notches, which is to run your radio wire through up from your receiver. So what I want to do is I'm just going to cut these to each length rather than try to cut them out once I've glued them in. One for in here, one for here, and one for here as a piece. Then just a piece for strengthening that servo tray. Then what it says to do, and I'm going to do this next, is to go along the whole bottom of the fuselage with the 1/16 inch balsa going cross grain. What I'm going to do is cut strips, glue into place, and that'll fill in the bottom of the fuselage. And so that's what I'm going to be working on now. And once we're done with that, aside from covering, the fuselage should be complete. Okay, well, we've got the fuselage done now. So let's kind of recap what we've done here. This is going to need a little bit of sanding, get everything smoothed off to finish it up. But to recap, what we did was we started with the sides and the doublers. Let me see if I can get this off here. Okay, what we did was we started with the sides and the doublers. Remember to make a left side and a right side. We also learned to read ahead on our directions. We had the little problem with the firewall. Need to plug that hole. I'll need to re-drill a hole here, but I'll wait until I find out exactly where I want it when I get ready to mount my radio gear and my nose wheel. We learned that the servo tray here needs to be mounted 1 inch from the bottom instead of 1.5 inches if you want clearance for the servo wheels. One of the things that's real confusing on this is building this tongue that goes in here. Pay real close attention to the directions and the plans. They can be a little bit confusing. To recap so far, to critique, I should say, the kit so far, I'd have to say that as long as you look ahead, follow your instructions, and look at your plans, the kit is really well put together. I've found that no kit that I've ever bought has had outstanding instructions. It's as good as any of the others out there. So anyway, I'd still have to say that we've got a thumbs up on this kit so far. There's our finished fuselage, just ready for some sanding. What I'll do is I will epoxy the firewall to assure that we've got good fuel proofing there. This is a little tight, but you want it tight. And I'll epoxy the inside of the compartment. This is where your fuel tank sits, and the back of the firewall, and I'll get this all fuel proof, and it'll be ready to install the radio in and the covering. When we come back next time, hopefully we'll be looking at starting on the wing and getting the rest of the body, the rest of the lawnmower ready for flight. So thanks for watching Retired Rider's Basement and us building the Skycutter from Flying ThingZ, and can't wait till we can get started again. Thanks for watching.